skip through most of the analysis of the draft that we were talking about. But just as a quick summary, as a quick recap of everything, Demon Eyes, nice balance of the way they split up their team. You have Silhouette, played by Pang Pang. He's gonna farm up an absolute storm as Pang Pang always does. While the rest of his team, look at those heroes. You have Monarch, you have Deadwood, you have Cersei, and you have Bensington here. So much presence around the map for this team to take pressure off of Silhouette to allow her to farm, and with something like Bensington and perhaps a PK Deadwood, they'll be able to turn any gank attempts onto Pang Pang around pretty easily here. And of course, we were talking about how Deadwood was a counter pick to Oogie. The immense power that Oogie does have in those middle game stages to dish out such amazing amounts of magic damage is counterable by just a simple ult from Deadwood. Of course, this does for Deadwood, this does mean lots and lots of damage thanks to the minus armor and also the fact that Oogie does get an insane amount of strength gain early on.
Wait, really?
I mean, he does, right?
Strength gain?
Although he's a
Yeah, he kind of get that much, but I mean, if he doesn't build up that much strength, then that wouldn't take him out that easily. I mean, yeah, you can lock him down with the ult, and it'll take out some HP, but it wouldn't like secure that Oogie would be useless.
Right. Yeah, it's a combination of both the lockdown and the fact that so lockdown meaning that he can't heal, and also the fact that of course, Willowmaker from Deadwood deals more damage the more strength you have, and everybody just thinks of Oogie as this generically tanky hero, although he's intel, right?
I think the tankiness from him would be that he can regen so fast, but as a matter of fact, that he wouldn't build strength because he would build something like J Spire to that. Well, he doesn't need that much health pool, but he can regen quickly,
That's true, but I mean, look at how much strength he gets per level, 2.8, more than his base out of 2.2. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I don't know why, but I'm not sure why he got the Iron Shield. Maybe he's expecting this lane. He's expecting a tri-lane versus tri-lane, I think.
Yeah, perhaps. Although they're actually going to be facing up against so it will be a tri-lane. Wow.
Tri-lane versus tri-lane.
Monarch and Cersei and Silhouette. So lots and lots of effort from the team to be allocated to protecting the Silhouette on lane.
Yeah, we're live.
All right, amazing. So right off the bat, lots and lots of aggression coming out from the supports from both teams. Oogie and the bunch jumping on top of Monarch's hit. One or two more right clicks ought to do it, and it seems like Oogie will get that kill credit. So first blood going the way of Black Phoenix here, and more specifically the way of PP Master on Oogie. So off to a roaring start here for the side of Hellborn.
Also noting that PP Master is actually Aegison, their old carry. The nickname just got changed.
Right, so it's a roster swap up?
No swap, just nickname change.
Oh, okay, I see.
Quite some fair matchup. Wait, judging from the last hit, Shidowone is doing a lot better than Canonpang's bubbles right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised considering that he's a Deadwood. So he's 10-4 compared to Bubbles' 4-1. Jesus, you just really can't match up against the right click damage of a Deadwood.
Well, but here's some help coming from the Bubbles. Now he just need to manage the creep wave that the creep doesn't.
Deadwood. This might spell a kill for him right now, and it will. Bubbles HoNTour gets the last hit, kill secured with the Shell Surf.
The reason for that is that HoNTour, well, he didn't screw up the creep wave, that he didn't drag the creep wave up the hill. Because if he did, then Shidowon would have back out. Geomancer just stunned right there, like without any issue, because Shidowon couldn't see him coming.
Right. It seems like they tried to gank up PP Master on top once again. Oogie making it away with just a sliver of health.
Whoa. I missed that. HoNTour's gonna find a hard time in jungle.
Yeah, he has his full cam warded
out as well. He doesn't even have his Q. Cam is warded, and well, they noticed that HoNTour went into the jungle without any Q, so that he can farm that much.
Right, and all he has is a level in a tree grapple and a relentless salvo. I mean, as we speak, he just gets enough for a level in his Q, but perhaps
that wouldn't help. Level in Q can be used as a farm.
Oh, meanwhile, middle, Chidowon getting initiated on once again, and it will mean another kill. This time for the likes of Escape here. Very aggressive Geomancer, it's really paying off. And this will mean that HoNTour gets the recovery that he needs on this middle lane. Now sitting at 414 GPM, well over the 288 that Deadwood has. Legion side have warded out their jungle to protect it against any ganks, but the damage against Silhouette is done here. Pool camp still blocked up, so lane control might not be easiest to acquire right now, but Valkyrie will be playing it safe, so HoNTour should be fine for now.
I think we will see the knuckle coming out from Valkyrie for this game.
Is she already building into it? She does have the Soul Scream ring.
Yeah. Because, like, personally, I do feel that Valkyrie is like a hero that lacks auto-attack damage in the early game. I mean, you gotta rely on the spell, and sometimes the spells are not enough.
Right, and they do cost a lot of mana as well. I mean, look at her, she already has two things of agility, both the Refreshing Ornament and the Soul Scream ring. Oh, meanwhile, top lane, Benzington getting chased down, but does get the joust out. Geomancer out of mana, but a few more right clicks will not be able to secure that kill either.
It's a hard time for DE, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the heroes that you know Black Phoenix picked up. Like, they don't even have a proper carry. That role's probably gonna go the way of Valkyrie, but even then she's still more of a semi, right? So I think they're playing their draft pretty damn well here, being really aggressive with the way they play. Bubbles coming in with a haste rune, unfortunately did not get the visual onto HoNTour, so could not stun him out with that cap field, but he is going aggressive onto Monarch here, taking a lot of harass himself from the creeps, and Valkyrie will be coming to help out in just a moment. Monarch dropping pretty damn low, 2 more right clicks ought to do it, and Rada Pitts will get the kill credit for that. Meanwhile, Deadwood rolling on in. Does Valkyrie know this? Immobilized up by Cersei, and HoNTour helps out with the extra damage, and nicely done with the Death Lotus here.
Wait, it's Cersei that get a kill? I thought it was HoNTour.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be HoNTour as well, but seems like he misjudged the damage just a little bit.
Yeah.
So he ends up with just an assist, but you know, in terms of how HoNTour's doing right now, I mean, I'd be happy with it if I were him. Geomancer jumping onto Monarch here, cocoons herself up, will be able to survive. Double stun joust from Benzington, beautifully played here, and she manages to hold up, but will get taken down by the Shell Surf. The silence will kill off Cersei as well. The Bubbles invis up with a rune here, will get caught up by the root from Deadwood, beautifully placed by Chidowon, and On will get that kill in the end. So results in
check the Facebook place.
Alright. Well, bottom lane looks like they're trying to go for Geomancer. Giles onto him, will connect, and he'll fall soon after. Silhouette, one more right click out to do it, and Pang Pang will fall. Can't feel committed as well. Bennington, not enough mana. Perhaps even with the power supply, yeah. But Bubbles gets the kill that he wanted. Stun coming out, nearly connects onto God KSSA, but will not do so.
There you go, he just got his knuckle right there.
Yeah, right as you predicted. Valkyrie does have Matt Fritz brass knuckles. And
15 damage.
Yeah.
Kinda huge.
At this point of time, I think that, you know, honestly, Phoenix have been playing out their draft just extremely well. Bubbles going so aggressive, just chasing down that silhouette, dropping the ulti for, you know, committing it entirely on just her and perhaps Bennington as well, just to ensure his own escape. And I mean, meanwhile, this entire time, Oogie, although he should be the star, you know, damage dealer and ganker of this game, he hasn't been able to do so. Because he needed the farm, and I mean, look at him here. 400 GPM, not the highest, but he's been able to take up, you know, those tasty jungle stacks that he desperately wants. So he's gonna be quite a presence pretty soon here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he would. Pang Pang is kind of finding it hard to farm jungle. Because he basically doesn't have regen right now, and he needs to waste a lot more gold on regions.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, look at him. He's forced to go for, you know, something like an Iron Shield just so that he could farm the jungle a little bit better.
Kind of feel like Iron Shield would be most of the time if you're planning to farm the jungle with Silhouette, you need to go to that item.
Andromeda here kind of drops the stun onto a creep, a little bit strange there. Bennington commitment onto him with the Valkyrie ult, but unfortunately it was just an illusion.
It's a nice ward by Leaf Monster though.
Yeah, it does.
Because I think because he dropped the ward that, and well, they can sense.
Oh, hold that thought. Meanwhile, middle lane did initiate upon. Some stun's gonna miss, but doesn't matter. Right clicks will finish it off together with the Valkyrie ult, and the Geo ult here will catch off Cersei. Or was it just her illusion? Now stuck in no man's land in the tree line, will get taken down by the Shell Surf of Bubbles, and this will spell an easy tier 1 mid tower for the team as well. Seems like the rest of them won't commit, but Oogie, Valkyrie, and Bubbles will be enough to take it down. Of course,
I feel like Demonized cannot commit to their plans as they intended to.
Yeah, they just can't really match up against the aggression coming out from Black Phoenix here.
Kind of feel like they're like always one step behind the mixes.
Yeah, they're just really controlling up the map right now. Oogie already has a Helm of the Black Legion to boot, so he's gonna be their main resident tank here. Gonna give all sorts of trouble to that Deadwood. With that helm, it's gonna be even harder to lock him down.
Right now, I think he's tanky enough to do some damage. I mean, to stand his ground, but what he needs right now, in my opinion, would be some mana pull.
Right.
Because Oogie is kind of like Parallax, that he really grows strong with bigger mana pull.
Yeah, exactly. So right now goes for a little bit of a defense.
Deadwood. And he's gonna get spotted by Geomancer.
Oh, yep, Geo does spot him out here in quite a bit of trouble. Stun will connect, and now he is on the run. Valkyrie with the arrow, it will not connect. Deadwood with the Rotten Grasp. Duration does not last long enough to be effective at all. And Andro goes for the swap out just so they can get the stun. Well played here by Bells.
That's a nice thing to do. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast, responsive play coming out from Andromeda. Practically secures the kill for her team.
Kind of feel like they would get Deadwood anyway because they got the first slow on Ugi's Q, but well, it's still well played by Andromeda.
Right, yeah. He was still pretty damn fast in spite of everything.
Kind of love how all Thai people love the farm, because you can see how Geomancer go for kind of max his W for a bit over his Q.
Right,
because
yeah.
his Q gains more range. But the damage on W is kind of insane though on Geomancer.
Alright, so right, it's a new spike thing that applies the crystals to all targets hit. Gosh damn, that is quite an upgrade.
Kind of feel like his his skilling doesn't suit the plan. Like he only put one level on E. I mean that would give you like some tiny range, which it wouldn't suit the plan that they would like to gank.
Right, yeah, and I mean they've been using it so much here. Arrow will connect onto the illusion of Pang Pang, but will not accomplish much. Meanwhile, Geo tries to go for Monarch here, but will not be able to catch her either. So Hellborn invade the jungle of the Legion side, but find nothing other than a few camps that they will devour here. Of course,
just got his peak here right
that
now.
will continue to hurt Pang Pang's farm. Deadwood smoked up here near the middle lane, but will not be able to find anyone. All of Hellborn team still sitting inside the jungle.
You can compare Bubbles to Deadwood. Bubbles need to go all damage item like those Marchers with Knuckle. And
Right.
he's still like 134 damage while Deadwood is like standing right there 145.
145 with nothing but a PK, yeah.
But I kind of feel like even though Bubbles doesn't have his PK right now, which he would soon, he still have the presence. Like more presence than Deadwood right now. Because Deadwood would be a kind of decent,
Right.
but with snowballing.
I mean,
But
with
if he
the
doesn't
amount of
snowball,
like,
then he can't do much.
yeah, with the amount of like initiation that the rest of the team has, he barely needs a PK at this point at least.
Yeah.
Geo-
He just picked up a Spell Thunder.
Right, Spell Thunder as well, so they are really going full damage here. And I mean, look
I
at
don't
Legion.
see that being necessary, because I think Spell Thunder would be necessary if you want to tier up. Oh, I think he's changed into Gnome's Wisdom, into J-Spire directly.
Oh, okay. Okay,
That's
that-
kind of typical.
yeah, it makes more sense. Makes him even tankier. The rest of his team as well. I mean, practically all of them are spell users, right? So they'll benefit immensely from that.
Because if you go Spell Thunder, then it wouldn't make sense because Legion side doesn't have high HP at all. Because if you want to go Spell Thunder on something like TB, then you wanna tear down the high HP target like Armadon or something like that have high
Right.
HP, and then into percentage. Godkiss is blocking his the hard cam with illusions. Still trying to slow down the farm of Hellborn.
Right,
They're
but
so
it's-
afraid, even though they spot the regeneration rune. Godkiss doesn't feel like he was saving for Chitawan. My bad.
But I mean, you do have a point. They are quite afraid of MX right now. I mean, MX have like such an insane presence. Like after bunkering down in that Legion jungle, they could and they did easily take that tier 2 on bottom. Like, and there was nothing that DE could do about it at all. They just practically left the tower to their enemies and chose, not trying to engage because they knew that they will lose any team fight that they tried at that point. Oh, Valkyrie goes in for the arrow, but will miss Silhouette here. Goes for the prediction, but unfortunately will not connect. Meanwhile, Bubbles goes in with the full commitment onto him, and Pang Pang will fall. Aggression, aggression, aggression. Beautifully played by MX here.
Here you go, Bensington.
Bensington going onto bottom. Tries to go onto Oogie, but Oogie already has his ulti off. at that point of time. He's so tanky, and he's regenerating most of his mana here. Deadwood hasn't committed the ult yet. Does use it on Andromeda here, but it doesn't seem like it'll really matter. Andro will fall. And they don't get the full steal off onto Oogie. Geomancer barely misses the stun onto Monarch here. And she will get out, but now Cersei on the run. Geo practically out of mana. So.
Geomancer's E.
Oh! He will spot her out!
Oh, he sent it.
Wait, what? How did he not?
The spell's on cooldown.
Oh, he probably thought it was an illusion. The stun was up for it, and he had the mana for it as well, yeah.
His mana wasn't enough, I think.
No, he had the mana for it.
Really? No, he need to use the power supply, I think. Like at first.
No, I was looking at the icon, it was lit up, so... I think
really?
I think he thought that it was an illusion bait, so he didn't consider it.
No. He would see it the real one and the illusion one, both, because it can sense the invisible unit.
Right. So I guess he just didn't have the you know, like the actual like sight over it. All he had was like the little marker. So he didn't want to risk jumping onto an illusion, but unfortunately that was the real one that was TPing out.
Maybe he couldn't see it because the range, your vision while you're using E on Geomancer is kinda you're getting Dark Lady ulted.
Right. Alright, so all he could see was like the little icon that didn't you know, confirm for him that it was indeed Cersei.
I mean that your own vision, you can see that much.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, all he could see was the icon on the map because it does reduce his actual vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now look at Oogie. Already has that Jade Spire, stole the stack from the Legion side as well of that Ancient Camp. He's gonna be in a very comfortable position right now.
Pretty right now. So hard.
Yeah, they're gonna need
still
quite the
wouldn't be able to
recovery.
tear down the Oogie either. I mean, even if Oogie doesn't have his ulti, by just J-Spire and those stuffs, he is able to tank the Silhouette all the way anyway.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
Silhouette has only like 127 damage.
right. And like, you look at the GPM charts, although Silhouette has picked up his ult bones, he's still sitting like right behind Valkyrie here on 470 GPM, and this is a Valkyrie with just a Thunderclaw. Of course, it does help him farm up a bit, but I mean, you know, Pates has just been ganking like with his team the entire time, so it goes to show how effective they were in just turning up that aggression on these lanes.
I wonder what would Andromeda go.
Andro? Yeah, no real core items on Andro as of yet. Now, of course, he is the lowest GPM on their team, sitting at 192, yeah.
Maybe he was warding.
Yeah, probably.
PK on Geomancer now. I love PK on Geomancer.
PK on Geo is just so insane, like, you just never miss your stun as long as you're in range.
It's just like as if you're having a Gladi WQ.
Yeah, pretty much. Bubbles does get the count field onto both Deadwood and Silhouette. Ulti from Geomancer will connect onto Silhouette, but she gets out. She might get out here, and she will, along with Deadwood. So a little bit of a botched initiation there. Deadwood,
D just got out.
the ult just barely missing him, and DE just get out scot-free.
Kinda nice by D though that they can extend the time and waste all of Hellborn's time while Pleasanton can just farm top, getting his trunk in it and then be useful in the fights.
Yeah, that was quite the quite the nice turnout here for Legion side. And meanwhile, Deadwood gets a turn kill onto Bubbles as well, the unsuspecting Bubbles. Perhaps overstaying his welcome on the bottom lane too much. And Chitawan will secure himself another kill.
Whoa. He got 400 damage. I'm just warning as to how he can burst down Bubbles. Mainly because Bubbles, I mean, yeah, Bubbles is kind of squishy, but he's an intelligence hero, and the flat damage on Deadwood ulti is kind of
Right.
low, like only
Oh,
400.
and there we go. Geo with the PK gets the easy initiation onto Monarch. Follow up 5-second arrow stun from Valkyrie will spell a very dead Monarch.
That might have hurt.
Yeah, I'll say.
That would really hurt. Like, oh my god. 5-second arrow.
And Bensington
Like, I love
just
the sound
finishes
of it.
his BKB along with Silhouette as well. So Silhouette gonna be
They're gonna go for Conqueror.
probably gonna try for like that split push play that we were talking about here. That all the Silhouette players do love to do. Conqueror dropping pretty fast here. On about half health. Oogie, the main damage dealer here. Seems like he has his play mill going for perhaps a demonic
He's
breastplate.
trying to say
Or it could be an Uther's
trying
plate.
to communicate to the other team that way. Hey, we know that you're here. You're taking Congo right now.
We know that you're here and we don't care. That's just the way we roll here at Phoenix. And yeah, completely uncontested Congo take here for Phoenix.
Oogie is like impossible to buy right now. Even if I think D need to put on their everything into Oogie in order to take his life down, and he got token, and his team would be left unharmed.
Exactly, and you
So
have
D basically can't do anything right now if Mixes decide to push into the base.
right. It's gonna be so difficult for them to defend. Even with the likes of both a Didwood and a Bensington, they're gonna have to. They're gonna need Phoenix Mix to practically all clump up together and eat all of that damage for the team fight to be really effective. Oh, Geomancer gets the ult off onto God KSSA. KSSA trying to go for the TP but will not be able to get it here. Kill credit goes the way of Radab Pates on that Valkyrie with that charged right click there. And the middle tier 2 will fall as well. So Oogie leading the charge here with his token, with his Uther's Blade as we thought he would get. So tanky right now. And Monarch the only one inside the base trying to defend but will be unable to do so. Meanwhile top lane, Pangpang gets taken down as well by the likes of Bubbles and Geomancer. That insane initiation giving him no space to back off. Does he have a buyback? He
Yes,
does,
he has,
yeah.
But if he buyback right now, then it would be like pretty much game over for them anyway.
Yeah. They have to be really careful about how they use Pangpang's buybacks here. Oogie already commits the ult. Gets swapped out by Andro as well. Still has a token. Bensington going in, gets a stun off onto both of them. But Silhouette following up to try to deal damage on Oogie, but it's not going to be enough. He's just so tanky right now, running around all across the map. Completely out of mana already, but he's been healed back to practically full health. Geo in the tree line here, scouting out for additional enemies, but Cersei will be the only one there. Dusted out as well, jumping onto him. Shell serve does not connect, but doesn't even matter. PP Master gets the kill as well, and they will continue to charge onto that Rex. Pangpang, of course, had already committed his first buyback there. Does have enough for a second, but we'll see if he needs it here. Oogie still fearless pretty much. In spite of Bensington here, still does have the token on him. 2.5 minutes left, way more than he needs, and jumping out aggressively onto the rest of these heroes. Silhouette tree grapple, but will not be able to get it off. Doesn't even matter. They have to back off. Illusions from Valkyrie dealing so much damage with the additional stats from Madfred's Brass Knuckles. Bubbles jumps in a little bit aggressively, taunts himself up as well. Cheeky little play from Bubbles, and Hellborn side. MX take the Raxes on that middle lane, 26 minutes in, and with a kill onto Pangpang on top to boot, forcing out his buyback. They have dealt some serious damage here to DE.
There's a hold on the token though.
Oh yeah, that as well, exactly. So Oogie still has about 1 minute and 40 seconds to be as aggressive as he wants here.
They're going straight for his second push to on the top lane. Like Oogie with like, well, I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna run right there.
I mean, he's so
Heal all the mana
tanky.
of the creep. But the thing is that he's kind of afraid of Cersei. You can see that. Well, when Cersei took on his form with the ultimate, he kind of is kind of forced to run off.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, that's the one factor that will ruin their entire team fight.
There's kind of a joke in Thailand, which like Cersei being the made in China form of other heroes.
The easy carbon copy of everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. And you can see why it's a thing here. Oh, Cersei initiated onto by God KSSA. And yeah, of course, as the main factor that could potentially turn this team fight, she had to be bursted down, and this will mean another set of Rex on top.
Pang's trying to split push, but
Yeah, probably try to red it out, but it's not gonna be enough. It will spell a range Rex for the Hellborn side here. Valkyrie uses the ult as well. Geomancer jumping in perhaps a little bit aggressively, dusts out, but will not overcome it. And that will be 2 lanes of Rexes. Just 27 minutes in, within like 1 or 2 minutes of each other, 2 whole lanes of Rexes. Very scary stuff here.
Kind of love how Canopang plays. Well, he just shell serve out, and then he PKs into their base, and then just TP out with the shell serve again.
Yeah, Canopang just showing no respect here across the map. Look at his items. Level 4 Codex.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how he took down Monarch.
Oh yeah.
He just blinked in, silence, Killfield, Codex, and then shell serve. Then he's out.
I mean,
not sure if he shell served though. I think he used shell serve for going out only.
Yeah, you might just like save it for like escape from this point of time onwards. Yeah.
Yeah, but he did use his ulti though. Deadwood going Alkbones right now. Doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're so far behind, it's like, that's not gonna help with your recovery at all. Oh, meanwhile, top Valkyrie, the immobilized from Cersei will connect, but she is invisible right now with her ult, so they will not be able to catch her. Meanwhile, Geo going on to God KSSA. Cersei, one more right click out to do it, and it will. Bubbles still has his level 4 Codex. Pumping has to be very careful here. Gets spotted out by the creep wave, has to run for his life.
Pumping will potentially get drop off right there because Bubbles has.
Meanwhile, bottom, they're going on the and they will get a kill on the shitter one as well, and that will spell GG.
The GG
for DE. Well.
For mixes, I think.
Mixes just played their draft just extremely well here. Yeah. All out aggression.
Fulfill all the goals they set. That well, we want to gank. Yes, we gank. I think D fall one step behind every single time. That well, he didn't notice the gank coming from the Hellborn side. Like 2 of the heroes that are trialing has gone missing, and then he didn't notice, and because of the fog, so he got ganked and multiple times. So that's where Deadwood got set behind, and then they couldn't do much. Yeah, on this lineup, I think the supports has to have something to rely on because they couldn't do anything by themselves. Because they need Deadwood to, I mean, run up front line and lock people down so that they can do spells on them or initiate first. But they kind of need Deadwood to be a bit farm and leveled up a bit. But getting Deadwood ganked that much on early game just sitting so far back.
Yeah, without the snowball potential that they needed, well, the actual snowball I mean that they needed, they just weren't able to keep up with how aggressive, how team fighty MX decided to play their game.
Because Canopang is playing Bubbles, and Bubbles is like so scary if he's snowballed. But even if he falls a bit back, then he can come back easily because like he's a spellcaster, blah blah blah. He can take down multiple people at once. But unlike Deadwood, that well, he kind of need to snowball, lock down a single target, maybe multiple on some occasions with teams. But I kind of feel like Deadwood is still a single target hero lockdown, so he can do much without being snowballed. Because if he can take one hero at a time, then he would get gold from, well, single heroes, except if he gets some aura items like a bulwark, so he can get assists easily. Right. But as for Bubbles, you can hit multiple people at once. so you can get assists so easily and recover it that way if you're set back.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's granted if you even need the recovery in the first place. The recovery from Bubbles' side came super early on when Gio decided to start ganking middle for him. So he just made recovery purely off of like winning against the lane eventually.
Yep. Yo, just before the stream starts, well, I was in the lobby before everything starts, right? The funny thing is that you know how they need to roll before they pick the sides, right?
Yeah.
Pang just straight up got 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And Kanopang just got 1 out of 10.
Oh!
I mean, he already got 10 out of 10. It's already secured, and well, the luck just plays everything on Kanopang on the roll. Well, but not the luck.
Unfortunately, it just didn't matter for the game, yeah.
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 Yo, Muffin, I kind of think our sound on the stream is kind of loud. I mean, if I put setting on max, the sound just raped my ear. I mean, the sound of both of us.
Oh, you mean in-game?
No, on stream.
Oh.
Not in-game sound, our sound.
Oh.
It just raped my ears.
Jesus, yeah.
But I mean, people can tone it down, but I don't know. Maybe we can just leave it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have the stream link yet. Yeah.
I'm just gonna check out the comments.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm just gonna go through the comments. Wait, where is it? I'm gonna go through the chat. Who's playing? Well, it's Demon Eyes and Black Phoenix. And why did Silk bottle? Because she needs something to regen herself while Will's farming in the jungle. And with being pressured so hard, she needs something to regen, and she couldn't go to the refreshing ornament because she wouldn't be present on the lane that much. She needs to be in the jungle, so she needs something in order to farm, to regen, and buying something like health pot, lights to sustain yourself in the jungle, or nullstone. Nullstone doesn't. It's not the meta right now for nullstone. Like nullstone meta fell way off the chart because you can just go straight up fighting items and farming items and just go like straight up shrunken instead of nullstone. That's what Pang Pang leads the trend. So he needed jungle bottle to farm the jungle. That's all. Because he needs to use his Q as well. Alright, the second game just started. Let's see, the first ban is Lost of Forest. By Canon Pang. I wonder who would play it. I have no idea. And Clank's the normal ban coming out, as well as Monarch, one of the OPS support right there that Han has to offer.
And we're back. Game 2 has started. Okay, so
Geomancer got banned. Oh, they're so confident.
Oogie. Okay, first pick coming out from MX. I mean, well,
it's kind of stating that, hey, come on, can you beat our Oogie?
Yeah, I mean, it's so ballsy of them to just pick Oogie straight out. But I mean, in the previous round, despite having a Cersei, despite having a Deadwood, they weren't able to lock down that Oogie. So, I mean, I can see why MX is so confident with that Oogie first pick at this point in time.
But the point is that would he get to snowball just the last game? If DE can, yeah, there you go. Some more, a bit better ganking hero. Because last pick they got like too many supports. Like Cersei couldn't gank really effectively.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, Polar Walk.
Oh, Polly. Okay.
Looking to do some semi push. Kazooie can with just some amount of item like mid item like you can say Helm Black Legion and some mana regen item. You can just be a front line then for the pushing.
Right. Yeah.
So they can pick the heroes around Oogie that way if they want to push.
Yeah, it seems like DE have to be a bit more wary of how they're gonna play around a more push heavy lineup this time.
But we'll see. It's just a second pick. We couldn't say that much what would happen. Sorry. Gotta go for a bit. Need to take some water. My throat is like
Feel free, man.
damage. My throat took damage from last game.
Too intense a game, yeah.
The embers burn eternally.
So, interesting picks here coming out. We do have Warbeast for the side of MX, which was banned out that previous game. So, once again, more ganking presence coming out for the side of MX, as well as a lot of pushing presence just from this one hero. As we know, Warbeast Battlecry is still insanely strong for a lineup like this. Welcome back, James. And Adrenaline here on the side of DE as well. This time not banned out in time, so they will be able to pick him up. And once again, it seems like everyone's gunning for just, the ability to lock down this Oogie. But at this point of time, with their draft here, they've managed to split their damage and presence out quite evenly. I mean, Warbeast is going to be a huge problem, yeah.
I wonder, will they pick FA? What do you think? Because for second, it's just right there for you.
I mean...
Well, you can just speed farm. Because with this play style, they just go for people, and then they just leave Pang Pang for farming.
Oh, you mean for the side of DE?
Yeah, DE.
I mean, it could work, but I don't... Okay, so looking at the way MX is drafting here, and the way they played that previous game, they're probably gonna go like for a full-out commitment onto their lanes, like no steady hardcore farmer. So they're gonna have a much better time on these lanes if DE were to pick up something like Forsaken Archer. And of course, the Forsaken Archer does have the defense capabilities, especially on the high ground with her ult and her crippling volley. But the question is, will that be enough? Because the way FA is played in the current meta is that she maxes out on farming, with additional points in her W and E respectively. But so it might not be enough to try to go for something as greedy as FA. Oh, that's a pick we haven't seen in a long time, yeah.
Haven't seen that either. I mean, it's a great hero, it's a useful hero, but we haven't seen that. But yeah, I was gonna say about two things about Warbeast. One being that Warbeast's last game was got banned, and it makes sense right now because I think Radapace is playing an amazing Warbeast. I think, but the thing is that if Radapace is playing a great Warbeast like for current meta, then it's fine. Because Warbeast couldn't just sit there in the jungle or on lane and just press W for extra gold when your team is trying to kill. Because you couldn't cheat with that. I mean, it's a long time ago, yes, but it's good to state here again. Warbeast is kind of a bit harder to play.
Right, yeah.
With the buff, it's more efficient as a carry. I mean, carry-ish stuff. It's kind of more efficient, but it's kind of harder to play.
But you were saying that the battle card no longer gives you assists, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to give you assists.
So I mean that's kind of nice at the same time because it forces him out of that, just that passive jungle farmer role.
Yeah.
Months.
Also, maybe what if Canonpan goes on Witch Slayer? Like a mid lane Witch Slayer would be interesting.
Like a core witch,
Could be.
like a tricore. So it'll be core Oogie,
Oh, no.
core Orbeez, and no, of course not.
Gonna
Poly,
go
yeah.
on Polywog. Yeah, I didn't see. I didn't look to that.
And DE do pick themselves up a nice behemoth right there. And Blood Hunter, okay. So VH will be the final pick coming out for DE. Very interesting drafting in this game, yeah. A bunch of heroes that we've not seen in a long time, yeah.
Vindicator was there, but I don't know. Haven't seen it in quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean, Vindicator is like still okay for the current meta, but no one's gonna pick it. You could pick something like Rhapsody over it. Wait, no.
But I mean, like we've seen with the previous game, they're trying to go all in onto that Oogie, and with the help of something like a War Beast and potentially Witch Slayer this time, they might be a-okay in the end. Of course we're talking about MX here.
I just
Blood Hunter does
that,
have you saw the swap.
No, I mean I just realized that. Oh wait, they swapped again?
Yeah, so it is a Kanonpang Witch Slayer.
Wow. I mean, I was gonna say that the Vindicator pick is kind of makes sense this game because if Oogie gets bursted, then they're screwed. And Adrenaline can just do that, and even Behe.
Yeah, so great counter initiation potential coming out from Boxer on the Vindicator as well. But since we didn't get a chance to do the team callouts the last game, let's just jump right into that. On the Legion side here, playing for Black Phoenix Mix, we have Kanonpang on Witch Slayer here. A little bit of an unorthodox pick. Radak Pates on the War Beast, Boxer on the Vindicator, PP Master on that extremely dominant Oogie we've seen last game, and last but not least, Escape on the Polywalk Priest.
I'm not sure if he's being called Escape though. He's just being called ESC.
ESC? Alright, I mean that works as well.
Just straight up ESC. I mean in Thai, Thaicaster does say that.
Right.
On Demon's Eye side, we have DDQU, or as known as Punk Bang, the world champion from MRR back then, on Adrenaline. Leaf Monster on Andromeda. Shidowan on Bubbles. God KSSA, or PKS in previous cycles, because I think he nickname changed back into his old name.
Right.
It's on Behemoth, and Oon is on Blood Hunter. Neat pick.
Yeah, very unique here. But of course,
maybe they picked Blood Hunter for the silence purpose.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
I couldn't think of any other heroes that is useful for a tournament and has silence. Definitely not Emerald Warden.
Oh my god, Warden. It's been so long since I've seen Emerald Warden, anywhere, even outside of competitive.
Anywhere.
Yeah, no, he's been out of the meta for so long.
4 second silence.
Remember how much of a classic pick he was back then?
With about 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, but I mean that could have.
I feel old.
That could have also been because we were lower in MMR back then. But still, like Emerald Warden was all over the place, right? Like you'd see a mid Warden or even a safe lane Warden all the time in your pumps.
Emerald Warden and Monkey King.
Yeah, back when they were like,
those?
yeah, the early powerhouses.
Yeah, about 3 to 4 years back then in Thai scenes. Not scenes, I mean, pubs. And a lot of kids want to play Monkey King. So the Monkey King shirt is kind of being viral. And Garena can produce the Monkey King logo on shirts.
Did they?
And yeah, I think they do have the Is it DJ? The Monkey King that is kind of bluish.
Oh, the Harumon one?
No, not Harmon. Harmon is kind of white. The DJ, I think.
Oh, you mean the somewhat punk-ish one?
Seems like a punk, maybe. Well,
Yeah.
let me check. Well, good thing I'm not the main camera. The TD Monkey King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the punkish avatar.
Punk
Yeah, I
avatar
think
before
it-
punk avatars were a thing.
Wait, what happened?
It's just that Bubbles got a kill off of the Hellhound. It's like goes
Oh.
right back to base for the regen, so a little bit of a little extra bit of gold for him. Wait, did he miss it?
No, he didn't kill it.
Oh,
So she was saying that you cheap bastard or something like that. That, like you cheap something. Yeah.
oh, because he like resummoned them before you
Red
could
Up
get the
is
right
like-
click. Yeah.
Red Up is like, nah, I'm not gonna give you.
I mean, always nice to deny him that little bit of extra gold.
Yeah, it's interesting that Witch Slayer is going for boots.
Right?
Right
Yeah.
off
I
the
mean,
bat.
oh, look at
Wait,
that wood on
they're
top lane.
letting EC mid.
Look at that wood on top lane
That's odd.
here. It's gonna.
Yeah,
it's
they're
gonna
gonna try lane.
try to protect
That's odd.
Blood Hunter quite a bit, but Witch Slayer kind of bang already inside the jungle near the pull camp. Might be standing there to try to
That's
block it off,
odd.
and seems he will. Wait, what's
Because
up?
Cannon Pang is on second support. That's really odd.
Right, so it will be a supportive Witch Slayer in the end here. Oh, trying to go in for the stun, but will get spotted out by the creeps. Oh, goes for it anyway. Blood Hunter might be in a bit of trouble here. Oh, on sidesteps that nicks a Tarquake and will be fine as a result. Nicely played by him there, but nearly loses his life to that gank. Andro already moving on to the top lane to try and help him out. Camp will not be blocked here, so no need to commit that Rev Ward.
Red Up is kind of finding it hard to lane. You think not getting XP being a War Beast would hurt you that much?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, his ulti is immensely useful for ganking and helping out the rest of his team here.
Do you think Pumpen would go for a Knuckle as adrenaline?
Yeah, honestly, I don't see why not. Nako just practically gives you most, if not all, of what you need in a package of a hero that already loves to gank so much. I think that it's just a no-brainer to pick it up. Meanwhile, they're trying to go onto on again. One more, two more right clicks on to do it, and PP Master will get it thanks to the help of his two lovely supports on that top lane.
Look at the GPM. I like how the shard just go like straight up right there.
Immediately, nearly 500 GPM for PP Master already. Once again, things
It's
are
just
looking pretty
2
scary here. Just
the
from
kills
one.
on 2 minutes mark, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not that amazing, but yeah, still. I like how the shard is like so high.
Oh, and Witch Slayer picks up a haste rune as well. Does have the miniaturize here. Bubbles might be in a bit of trouble, but does spot him out in time. The Hex followed up by the miniaturize. It will be enough. Full lockdown onto Shidowan, but Shidowan will get the Shell Surf out. It seems no, he won't. The silence coming out from Vindicator. Boxer, perfect timing here. Immaculately done to secure that kill onto Shidowan. Shidowan perhaps waiting a little bit too long to try to get the surf out. Looking for that maximum surf distance. Unfortunately, will result in a punish. And that Hazelrun was a pretty lucky pickup, but very nicely timed there between the Hex from Polly and the miniaturization from Witch Slayer.
Wait, why does the comment say is that the mic keep cutting off? Are you push to talk?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Might be the reason that you have a background sound on, so it feels like the mic keeps cutting off.
Right. Maybe I'm just not holding down the mic
Or
like
stun on Bloodhunter.
long enough. Going on to Bloodhunter once again.
Save him.
One more right click ought to do it from Witch Slayer, and seems like he will get it there.
To go down.
So much aggression, and they're just not respecting the lanes here.
Adrenaline just
Mino
took
part
down
of yeah.
Warbeast.
Adrenaline, Pang Pang gets a kill off onto Warbeast, just level 5.
Because Warbeast couldn't escape. Wait, did he just take the boots in, or did he die? Die before with the boots on?
I'm not sure, but even then I don't think he'd have, you know, enough like move speed to escape the likes of Adrenaline.
That's odd. But still, he managed to get level 5. Feel decent enough for Rapid.
Hollywalk trying to go a little bit aggressive on Chido 1, but might have been a huge mistake here. Got KSSA, one more right click ought to do it. Gets the tongue tie off onto him in time, but he will not be able to survive it in either way. Chido 1 here, shell serves out onto the sidelines. Will be fine for now. Witch Slayer stunned up by Behemoth with that fissure, and Bubbles now nearly full on mana. Canon Pang should be wary of how he stands around on this lane here if he doesn't want to get caught off guard.
Pang Pang with his sim boots right now, looking for some ulti. He's not gonna commit because Vindicator is back there. But with help from God KSA, then he might just do it.
Right, yeah.
Because Warby is not on level 6 as well. And he got 4 charges on power supply.
The storm's definitely brewing on bot lane here. Andro cuts his way into the lane. Warby's initiated upon, pops his ult, but it might not be enough. And indeed, he will not be able to get away. Adrenaline with the rush will take him down. Witch Slayer gets the stun off onto Andro here. They might be able to get a return kill here. And Oogie, with the amount of damage that he has, there's no way he's not getting that one with the rest of his team. So much damage from Adrenaline as well with the ulti committed. Will get away, will actually strike that, will not. Stun from Witch Slayer Graveyard connects nicely onto him. Loses her life for it, but was well worth it for the exchange with Adrenaline.
Such a nice turn counter by Pang Pang. If it was normal player, they would have like just go for a straight 2 dash.
Yeah, double dash
Pang Pang
away,
just go
but
for it.
just balls to the walls, straight up initiation, a counter initiation on the Oogie, yeah.
Piercing charts, like it just deals 400 damage. Like that's way more than half of Oogie's HP.
That is an insane amount of damage. And another gank attempt here. DE not to let out, learning from their previous game, learning from their opponents. Shell serve onto Warbeast here. Warbeast dropping really low, does not have the ult, blocked in by the fissure, will fall without being able to do anything. Oogie going on to B, he will get the kill. Now triple kelp field, but it doesn't even matter. Wards dropped down by the Legion side as well. Zapping up Bloodhunter here, but they will get the tower. Double stun from Witch Slayer. Silver Bullet will take down the Adrenaline. Bubbles now on the run. Shell Surf out with the take cover, but it might not be enough. He's still on this side of the map. The one tower quick connects onto him, but it will not be enough. No charges to be readily available just yet. Mana battery, 2 more charges, but Bubbles does have enough time to get a second Shell Surf out.
Not sure if that was worth it for D though. Because it was 3 for 2, but they get the tower as well.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it was just a little bit of overcommitment there from the Legion side. I mean, Hellborn side.
Master Oogie got something out of it, so I don't think it does look good because Pang Pang died. Well, their main carry died.
Yeah. Bihi.
Really love how Pang Pang can play. He can be the main carrier whilst ganking with the team.
Yeah, and I mean, look at him. He's starting to snowball his way up here. Has already picked up his brass knuckles. And looking to be a huge teamfight presence.
I wonder how it would turn out for ON this game. because he can play a decent something offlane or semi carry. Like an offlane wall can be played by O1 as well.
Right.
Like last game, if they swap, O1 can fit into that easily. But from now, I can see that he's playing Bloodhunter, and it's well, we haven't seen this before, so I'm curious, like, as to how it would turn out.
Right, yeah, and I mean typically like Bloodhunter like isn't like his power isn't that great in a large chaotic team fight, like the kind that we've been seeing, you know, for most of this game already. So we'll see if he can be effective in these team fights as the way he is right now, or if he's gonna have to gun for like, you know, some solo kills to try to snowball himself up with some better items.
For a tower push.
Yeah, straight up on the top lane. Polly drops the ults as well. Defense tower might fall here. Bubbles. No choice but to try to right click at the totems. And tower will be reduced to just about slightly under half health. Will not be enough though. Escape here. Polywalk Priest dropping really low. Gets the Hex off onto Bubbles perfectly with the silence from Boxer. Beautiful play coming out for the side of Black Phoenix, but he will fall eventually. Commitment from two ults, two heroes on the Hellborn side, both Bloodhunter and Bubbles, yeah.
Yeah, all the ults, but well, they needed it. Not the Bloodhunter though, but still.
I mean,
it'll get off cooldown.
I think this works out in like in MX's favor pretty damn well. I mean, Polly's gonna be up in 2 seconds here. Already doesn't have his ult, so it doesn't matter that he died at all. Rest of the team, they know that they don't have a Bubbles ult and you know, a Bloodhunter ult for a little while more, so they can be a lot more confident in their pushing here. But it seems like they're not gonna.
Bloodhunter ult is kind of low cooldown though, just 60 seconds.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the main factor is still gonna be the lack of a Bubbles ult here. Oogie caught out in no man's land with the fissure. It will not be enough. Shockwave coming out from Behemoth will take him out. Nearly gets the timing window that he needs to start healing up and turning, but Behe will not give him the opportunity.
Kind of thing that having a Bloodhunter in the team would force Oogie into having a higher health pool, I think. Because if you have like a little health pool, then you can walk and regen whilst walking. Because, you know, Oogie can regen while you're walking by, you know, using spells, but it wouldn't be in time because you need to walk as well, right?
Right, yeah, I mean, look at him. I think he's going for the Helm of the Black Legion build that he went for in the previous game.
Would that be enough, though?
I think he might need to build into additional magic resistance or even a straight up BKB, which will hurt his mana pool. But right now, as long as he can stay alive, he should be okay.
I mean, he could do that, fine. He can lag a bit of damage, but the thing is that they would need Warbeats to farm enough. A pause coming out. Ooh.
You know, I'm really glad that they added like the brass knuckles as an item in game. Like, you can see that these teams they've really swapped up their approach from a more, you know, passive half farming or perhaps even a full farming approach to a much more aggressive teamfight oriented style. With I mean, just look at DE. 2 brass knuckles already picked up on their heroes, and as
I'm not sure if it's worth it for Bloodhunter though. Because I think he would find it hard to go in and auto attacks.
Yeah, I was wondering about that as well, but I mean, it might just be a way for him to try to help out in the team fights, and, you know, as a transition item into a more straight up pure carry role.
True. I mean, you attack a bit faster as well.
Yeah, with the extra agility.
He's getting price tag. Well, that's beautiful.
Oh, there we go, PP Master. There's your recovery.
No.
Yeah. So much DPS.
He's getting near his PK, and without any BKB shrunken head from the Legion side, it's gonna be much easier for Demon Eyes. And their gold lead is getting more and more.
And yeah, Pang just soaring ahead of the competition at this point with 507 GPM.
Oh, he got Thunderclaw right now.
Well, there you go. Two of Adrenaline's favorite items here. So you should be quite a monster in these team fights right now. Yeah.
Not sure if he would go PK route or he would just go Shrunken or Shroud.
Hush.
Well. Oh! Hold that thought. Meanwhile, God KSSA gonna be taken out on that top lane with the round of Voodoo Wards fully committed here.
Look at those TPs, like 4 TPs.
Yeah, instantly 4 TPs. So terrifying. Oh, but it seems like Oogie might get caught out if he isn't careful here on top. Adrenaline and Bubbles might be going for him, and he will ult off onto him. And it seems like it will be enough with all those charges, those dread stacks. Excuse me. Yeah.
Help, without any help from Vindicator, ulti, the Oogie, it's not gonna be enough. I mean, aside from Bloodhunter that I mentioned, that is a threat towards Oogie, and there's Adrenaline, who can burst him out in just 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because if Pangpangs decide to go more Shroud route, right, and he upgrades into Conjuro, then his ulti would be just more and more OP. If he can get his ulti off, then it's secured kill on one of the hero.
Pretty much.
If he's not get,
oh,
if he doesn't get silenced.
The disengage is real here. Oh, it will not be enough. Pang right click down by the likes of Bubbles and Adrenaline here. Adrenaline trying to go for that additional kill, but Polly will get a TP out.
TP out by Polywalk.
Meanwhile, bottom, Rada Pates does get that tier 1 tower.
Doesn't look good. That doesn't look that good for him. Like
Yeah.
330 GPM for a War Beast.
Sitting with
He's gonna
all
fight
points
hard.
here, he can't really do much for his team.
Shidwan got his PK already, and do you think he would just go staff? Because I'm not sure if any of the Legion's hero would get shrunken anytime soon.
I mean,
But he might just get it for the sake of the cooldown.
he could go for a preemptive staff, yeah.
I mean, if you're going it for it
And
for
Joe gets caught out.
each monster, you gotta pick up.
Bubbles PK's right into that silence here and gets silenced off with the global ult as well. Vindicator will not get the escape here, and so much commitment onto all these heroes. Burst them all down. Vindicator down, and Polywalk to follow.
Pangpang got his shroud already. As I've said, that it would be just insane if he could get the Conjuro, because his illusions from his ulti would just be deal immense
Absolutely
damage.
nuts, yeah. Well, Witch
Witch
Slayer in the
Slayer.
sidelines does not get the hex off in time. Perhaps a misclick.
Nice reflex by Pangpang.
Yeah. I'm surprised Pang didn't get the miniaturization off onto Pang there. But I guess he was just right out of range. Perhaps a little bit too slow to click him while he was in mid-dash there.
Yeah. Also, I kind of love how the last team fight that he just jumped right into Polywalk, like, you alone, man. I gotcha.
Yeah, just straight up follow and commitment. DE playing it the way MX played it last game. Full on commitment no matter who it is. Ballsy in all their team fights, and it's paying off.
Warby's going to pass blocks. Interesting. Who would it be useful against? Because I mean, you go puzzle box, you can tear out mana.
Yeah, Adrenaline.
Would it be BE? No. Because if you tear out mana from Adrenaline, he's gonna regen the mana back again.
But I mean, it's still gonna take him quite a while. Like the additional mana burn, it's gonna be huge to like prevent him from getting that one extra dash off that he needs.
No, how much is it?
You mean the burn?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but it's still a substantial amount. I mean, looking at adrenaline, because he doesn't care about mana pool, right? Look at him. He only has 364 mana in his mana pool.
Right.
Yeah, adrenaline, since he works off of percentage, he has a really low mana pool. So, the puzzle box is a pretty decent counter to him.
Because if you can get puzzle 3, then with 3 hits, you can just nearly empty the mana pool of adrenaline.
Yeah, and he just won't be able to get his dash off, won't be able to escape, deal extra damage.
But still, you wouldn't be able to catch up adrenaline anyway by puzzle box.
Yeah, it's true.
Except
Unless
you're
he
a
goes
war beast,
aggressively
you can
inside.
ult.
Yeah. Well, both teams trying to gank each other, but unfortunately will not be able to encounter each other on these
Bubble is
lanes.
trying to set up something in the middle lane.
Oh, nice reactions here from Chidawan, not overcommitting onto that farm.
Even in the front of his own tower.
Yeah, very smart play.
Bobby's just scouting with his wolves. Let's see what we can find in middle lane. Pongpang is trying to commit on Warbeast.
Oh, with the B he ulted, might be enough. No, he gets the ult off in time. Warbeast. Nicely done from Vindy to save his teammate there. Polywalk going in aggressive. Voodoo Wards will not be able to trap Adrenaline inside with the dash, but they will be enough to finish off God KSSA.
If I were God KSSA, I would be pissed off.
Oh, hits the bubbles, goes in for the snipe, and he will get Boxer here. TP's out in the tree line. The neat little kill coming out for him. Witchslayer is still sitting in the tree line with Poly,
So
yeah.
the tree is too afraid to come out. Oh, Bloodhunter even got outbones. He's just going nuts on farming. He's like, well, Pumping got me covered up on the ganking. I'm just gonna go farming.
Yeah, even with Manfred's brass knuckles, I mean, to Bloodhunter at this point, it's just another farming item. More damage, more attack speed. Yeah, faster farm.
And outbones.
And alt bones.
Wait, how many elbows do we have? 1, 2. Well, I'm glad we have 2.
Only 2, yeah, on one side at least. Oh, ulted onto Oogie, and he will get taken down by the dash as well. Bubbles comes in with the double kelp field. Kelp field onto 2 heroes at least, and he will get taken down with the additional damage from Polywalk Priest. Bloodhunter ult committed onto Warbeast, so he can barely run away. Just kind of doing it for fun here, getting all the way into his base with that, with the additional move speed from his ult, and he should be fine.
Oh yeah, right. I totally forgot that you can just do this for Warbeast as well. That you put Bloodhunter's ult on Warbeast, and well, because he runs so fast and he couldn't control his hero that much.
He just can't can't escape. He can't chase or anything. Yeah, so it's completely forgot about that.
If he forgot that, oh crap, I got ulted, then.
If he's so busy trying to escape from a big team fight or a big gank, then he'll be in trouble. Oh, Polly going in with the ult here. Witchslayer Silver Bullet also committed along with Vindicator ult. Graveyard will connect onto Andromeda miniaturization to follow up, draining all her mana. But will they be able to chase her down? Oogie still a good distance away, no range for the slow at all. Warbeast as well. But Witchslayer PKs in aggressively. Second Graveyard to connect and comes with a tongue tie this time, and they will get that kill. Finally, yeah. MX here.
If I was Leaf Monster, I would feel like I just survived the first stun. Why do I have to face a second one?
Yeah, there's just no chill for Leaf Monster at all. Puzzle box minions have been used here, and they're going all out on that push. So much damage on the tower, look at that. Just from Warbeast alone, practically.
Gee, I want to see staffs. I don't see any staff.
Bubbles here does have the
Because this
Mighty
game,
Blade on him, yeah.
I mean, it's been such a long time that I don't see staff on War Beast on Twitter. I mean, they would go, but I mean, they're rarely case.
Right. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that War Beast had the Staff of the Master effect.
Yeah, it's just nuts. You just boost your farm by miles.
Right, yeah, goddamn. Reduce base attack time and all that.
I think Pumping is going shrunken there.
Yeah, that should be the case. I mean, he's got all the damage in the world right now, so with that BKB as well, if he does get a BKB, like, you know, the puzzle box minions wouldn't be able to drain his mana either, so it's practically gonna.
I'm not sure as to how close Shinowan is to his Staff of the Master.
Is that a staff or
Because he would
could
need
it
it right
be
now.
could it be a BKB? Because he's been locked down in
I
these
think
team fights a
staff.
lot.
Kind of think staff because, well, he kind of need it for, well, a short cooldown would help very kind of much, and well, Oogie got shrunken right now, so he definitely need it.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Because Oogie would just run around. Oh, it is a shrunken head. My bad.
Oh. Oh, okay.
That's kind of odd. Well, he
Wait, no,
just
maybe
sold-
he's reconsidering it. Yeah, he sold the
Yeah,
Warhammer.
he's gonna be considering it. Also, I got requested that you can you show the GBIM chart sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, I just swapped it.
The XP, whoa, Pongpeng is doing really great on farming the levels.
Oh, that's
Mainly
perfect
for
for you. Yeah. And they're just gonna casually go for a Congo right now. Rather, Pates will scout it out with the Hellhound. That seems like it will discourage, excuse me, this Hellborn team from committing to Kong totally, but doesn't seem like Legion's side were prepared to fight against them in the Kong pit either way.
Oh. 40%. Is it just me, or I kind of feel like nice reaction by Blood Hunter, because he since that he got blocked by Hellhounds, so that he just shrunken right away, because Polywalk or Wishslayer is gonna PK on him right away.
Right, playing it very cautiously. DE, they're not leaving anything to chance this game. Witchlayer goes in, immediate silver bullet with the silence as well, but he gets the BKB off, perhaps waiting a little bit too long. Witchlayer, a little bit of a questionable choice there, pretty much gives away the kill. But at the same time, you know, she knew that Andromeda was there as well, so maybe the full commitment was a smart move after all.
Shidon is getting near his staff right now. And he is definitely going staff.
Yeah, as you said, makes more sense for the lockdown against Oogie.
As well as the cooldown, because, well, cooldowns on Kelfield is kind of, well, 80 seconds on level 16.
Level 3, yeah.
It would be just 60 seconds, and it was the same as the Blood Hunter, so they would need to be, would put some fear on mixes, because, well, they both got the same cooldown, so they can just go together every single time.
They're going back to Concord here, and seems like Legion side will be none the wiser. Vihi already going towards bottom lanes, Vilrod up, but unfortunately will not catch out Witchlayer in time. Tries to go for it as well, but unfortunately we're just a little bit too late.
Knows it.
Yeah, they don't know at all. It's a free Kong going the way of Hellborn. On top of the shrunken hit of Adrenaline.
I kind of feel like Blunter with Shrunken, yeah, he can be in fights, but I think he's kind of still, he's only useful for his spells right now.
But yeah, I
What
mean,
you think?
yeah, I'm actually. I mean, you look at his damage right now, right? 160, 166. That's nothing to scoff at. It's pretty decent as far as everything goes.
Yeah, he needs the team to do stuff for him in order to take out the damage. The E kind of matters on that, but doesn't do that much. I mean, 40% base damage on the target that is low on health.
Oh
But
yeah.
he went Ghost Marchers into Knuckle into like I mean
So
some straight up damage
he
item.
really doesn't have a lot of stats to synergize with that
Yeah.
passive. Yeah. But I
But
mean,
Bubbles got staff now.
his main role right now is because Blood Crazy does have its duration extended by an extra second every time he gets a right click off. So yeah, potentially really useful against the likes of Witch Slayer or Bubbles.
I think Bubbles or Witch Slayer is gonna get melted by something like Bihi ult anyway.
Yeah, probably, but he's gonna drop it on Oogie almost every single time, right? Just to make sure that Oogie can't do anything in these team fights.
Yeah. In the beginning of the team fight, otherwise it would just get shrunken and just come back up.
Yeah.
I think the thing that matter would be that if he gets shrunken off, then it's on Bloodhunter to ulti on him. If he doesn't get shrunken off, then it's on Pengpeng to just ulti him and finish him off in 2 seconds. What do you think Oogie is going for though? With that Manatube?
Does Manatube still put in an oh
Nullstone.
okay, it's a Nullstone.
He's just so afraid of everything.
Oh, immediate ulti committed from Vindicator and Volleywalk as well. Gets the kill off onto God KSSA, yeah. It seems like he did commit the shockwave either way, so his death does not matter all that much.
One more shrunken head coming out from Volleywalk. Warbeast couldn't go staff. Could he? Because he's having a Mighty Blade right now. I think he would just go Shrunken because it would just be nuts just to go staff without any Shrunken.
Yeah.
But I still feel like Shrunken can do so much for the Legion side, but they kind of still need the Shrunken head. I mean staff. Sorry.
Right, yeah, it seems like Witch Slayer
this
might be
works
going
so
for a
much
staff
for
of
me.
his own.
Oh, Pengpeng just got his Jiro.
Right,
Man,
so
look at that attack speed.
goddamn. They're gonna have a very bad time just facing off against Pengpeng here.
Bloodhunter is getting near that 200 damage, but he haven't ganked at all after that. After Knuckle. I kind of think he's going Geometer's Bane, but Frostburn into Dawnbringer would make much more sense. You think?
Negative, soldier.
Frostburn into Dawnbringer?
I mean, which one do you think is better? A Geobane or a Frostburn?
Well,
For Bloodhunter. Kind of think it's Frostburn.
honestly,
though.
I think Frostburn as well, yeah. Just for like the additional slow and the stats that he kind of needs. Bottom lane, Adrenaline jumps right onto Polywalk. Will get that kill easily here with the help of Bihi as well. Oogie pops his ult, and
Look at the
Pengpeng
damage.
just isn't too keen to commit onto him. Yeah, such an insane amount of damage. What was that, like 2 additional right clicks was all it took to finish off Poly?
Yeah, I mean, the damage he dealt on Oogie, just 2 hits, it took away about 10% of the health.
Yeah, Oogie has to be really careful here. Like, the shrunken hit might not even be enough to save him. Adrenaline does still have that token after all for another 50 seconds, so you might want to go balls to the walls. Is tanking out the tower here. Gets the additional commitment onto him. Bloodhunter gets silver bulleted up, but will not fall just yet. Andrew goes in for the swap as well, so he will be fine. Tier 3 defense tower on about half health, and they will not continue to commit onto that.
Meanwhile, Warbeast is trying to sneak in for the top lane.
Did he though? Oh, it seems he did.
Well, he
just a little bit,
push.
yeah. But did not commit onto that either, so both tier 3s will still stand, at least for now.
Andrew having his Void Talisman up. Is he really so afraid?
He caught up once again with the Voodoo Ward. Vindy running onto the high ground will spot out both Andro and Bloodhunter here. Meanwhile, Adrenaline goes for the easy kill off onto Peng with the BKB. No, nothing he could do at that point of time, yeah.
Was there retribution from Peng?
Oh yeah, because Peng just committed with the silver bullet every single time onto Peng, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Peng is trying to build a staff right now because, well, the damage goes through Shrunken Head, and as well as he can give it to either Polywalk or Warbeast.
Oh. PP Master might get caught out here, but Shrunken Head TP will be enough.
If he didn't get silenced, then I kind of think that he could have ulted?
Turned?
No.
Yeah.
No. He could have stopped the TP, but I don't think so because he got... I think Oogie got the no stone up.
Oh, you mean Leaf?
But I mean Peng.
Oh, right,
Got his ult up.
Okay. Yeah, Nelson was a pretty decent pickup here.
Fighting Warbeast right there.
Meanwhile, yeah, Warbeast seems like he might be a dead duck here. Goes for the TP, but perhaps it's a little bit too late. Bloodhunter with the additional illusions did go for that Geobane in the end, and it does serve him well, yeah.
Doesn't make much sense to me.
Witchslayer seemingly trying to snipe Behe, but will not be able to find him.
Well, Behe just picked up the Sand Scepter.
Sand Scepter? Okay.
Maybe it might be just for the silence.
Could be.
I mean, it's useful in general. You can dispel the silence, you can dispel Polywalk's both spells with Slayer, except from the stun.
I mean, it is extremely strong against Adrenaline as well, because you know he won't be able to rush in and out of the fight with once he's immobilized. Of course, they'll have to play it nicely to play around his BKB.
Or he can just use it to dispel Oogie's Snowstone. Could be.
Okay, what am I talking about? Yeah, no, he's on the same team. Oh man, that was a brain fart there. Yeah. Oh, Adrenaline will get taken down by the silver bullet as well. Behe now on the run. Ulti committed from Vindicator here. And they will chase just a little bit longer, and it seems like Behe will fall to the additional right clicks with the Hex as well to ensure that he can't TP out. And will be dead.
I kind of think that Peng got his reaction was kind of slow. Cause I think that if he sees a Polywalk with an eye, like the bluish aura, he would just go straight up for.
Right, yeah. Witchslayer goes for the stun on the bubbles, connects onto the Blood Delusion as well. Polywalk coming out, will get swapped out with the Blood Hunter. Oh, so much damage, bursts him down almost immediately. And the rest of the Legion side have no choice but to double back. Hellborn trying to go for the counter chase here. Might be able to catch up to Oogie.
Hellborn just lose 2 buybacks.
Bubbles will have the PK with the Calfield as well, as we thought. Goes right onto Oogie. No ulti yet for another 8 seconds here, and it seems like he will get bursted down. Pops the BKB. Might be enough. Witch Slayer with the additional Graveyard to help him out. Blood Hunter, so much damage coming out from him, going on to him. Pops the ult as well. Might be enough, and it seems like it will.
Wait, it might
Bubbles
not be.
going aggressive as well, and Oogie just manages to survive by the skin of his teeth. Adrenaline here dropping pretty low. Bubbles now stunned out, taking lots and lots of damage from that tower. And Hellborn lose nothing for that. Yeah. They're very conservative with the buybacks that they want to throw out here, so no overcommitment.
Mainly because Hellborn couldn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, they committed a lot onto that Oogie and they still couldn't get him, so seems like it was a pretty decent exchange here for Legion at least.
A great pickup by Oogie though. Like, I mean, there's a lot of times that he got away with no stone.
Yeah, it actually served him so well.
Whoa, that's an insane amount of damage. Before Punk Pang sold his knuckle, when he stood with Andromeda, he got like 350 damage. Oh.
Yeah, holy shit. Drops like it's nothing at all. A commitment here. Polly goes in with the PK and the BKB. Gets the ult off in the pit, but it will not be enough. Everyone's already out of that pit. No return kill at all. Andromeda still surviving on a sliver of health. And once again, these fights, they're just not really working out for MX here.
I think he can just go back in region and just come down for a push again. Maybe. I don't think Shidon is planning to build his Master Legacy and give into anyone soon, because
I mean, the only target is like Angel with the cooldown reduction.
It's kind of useless.
And it's not that great, yeah, especially after they nerfed it, so that she doesn't get additional armor.
I mean, even with the additional armor, then it will be useless. Why 10 second swap?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You just need one swap per fight.
She won't survive long enough for like a second swap to be like, to work at all.
I mean, but that's a rare case. Pang Pang with his iconic item, the Geobane. Because he can make a lot of amazing plays with Geobane. That's why his heroes are, like, for second archer, like Silhouette.
Right, anything that benefits off a lot of mobility, yeah.
I mean, illusions.
Oh, yeah, that as well.
Bubbles going for the sheep stick right away. Wait, where is Warbeats going? Do you see that? Was it a shield breaker?
Warbeast? We shall see soon. Might be a shield breaker. No, wait, he only picks up the field. Oh wait, there's something else.
Yeah, the item.
Yeah, it will be a shield breaker indeed.
Kind of feel like his damage is not enough. Team fight is not breaking.
Bubbles gets hexed up, does have the haste rune, but the tongue tie as well should be able to ensure a kill onto him with the additional hemorrhage damage and the swap. No way of chasing them down without killing himself off as well. It's a triple kill for the side of Hellborn. Nice follow up there from Pang Pang to finish off the third member of the MX team. Kanon Pang getting chased down by Chidowan here. One more right click ought to do it, but it will not land.
Bubble just missed the range.
Yeah, and Blood Hunter almost get the Blood Crazy off. The cast time was just a little bit too long. And it seems like it's time for the deathmatch here coming out from the DE side.
I mean, it was a nice save by Andromeda though.
Yeah, swapped it out right in the nick of time, and like we saw how effective that Blood Hunter ult actually was here. Which Layer going in on Blood Hunter, and it should be enough with the additional damage from PP Master. Goes in on Adrenaline afterwards, but still has the token of life here on it. 1 minute and 18 seconds here, dropping really low, doesn't care at all, still so ballsy, and it seems like he won't even fall in the end. Adrenaline still holding onto that token. Which Layer might try to go for the ballsy play, but it will result in the loss of her life if she does so. So it might not be worth it here. Adrenaline in Vista, but they can see him under the ward vision. Finally, one more right click will do it, but he is about to respawn. Bihi jumps in with the perfect stun on the Vindicator right in the nick of time as he TPs in. Bubbles dropping solo from right clicks from the Voodoo wards, and Pang now running for his life, nearly out of mana. And Bihi with the extra fissure will not be able to save him at all.
They didn't even get the racks in the end.
It does force a buyback out of PP Master, but I think it was a pretty worthwhile fight for them.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Save the racks.
Kills off 3 heroes, saves the racks. And now they get the opportunity to push and, you know, potentially force out buybacks from these heroes as well. But I mean, look at how effective like all these unorthodox choices that we see like actually have been. You know, when you were asking about the puzzle box that drained Pang Pang out of most of his mana, so he wasn't able to dash away afterwards.
The usefulness of puzzle box against Thailand right now is not the.
And the ult from Blood Hunter as well. So much damage. Unfortunately, it seems like they screwed up the combo. It wasn't timed perfectly, so he did not take that additional bit of damage from the swap. And Radha Page should be still fine for it now. Yeah, that's what I meant. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get it off, you know, in good combo timing. Bihi goes in, Fissure onto Vindicator. They might be able to catch him out here, but which Layer there to help him out? And they have the Ascent Scepter as well with the Global Silence. Tries to go more aggressive onto Bihi, but it will not happen. Vindicator now caught in no man's land inside their jungle, does not have a TP, but it seems like they won't spot him out.
I think the usefulness of the puzzle box is not mainly the mana drain, but I think the true. Wait, what is it called?
True Sight?
Yeah, True Sight. Because Warbeats can just chase down with max speed.
Oh yeah, they don't even need an eye or anything. Oh, Adrenaline! Pang Pang getting caught out here, swapped out right on time by Andro, but will it be enough? Polly now, you know, altered up, fighting against Blood Hunter. Blood Hunter trying to get a TP out, but we'll get miniaturized here. So
they really don't want to give the racks out.
It's a 1-for-1 trade-off, but I mean, it's a really nice defense, right? Because they have no real reason to try to give the racks.
Wait. Did you see that?
See what?
But wait. They're trolling.
Who?
Two members of Mixes again. Canon Pang and Boxer just attack his own barracks, trying to deny it.
Wait, what? Oh!
They did it 3 times.
Oh my god.
You see what he typed? Yes, he just typed that.
What does that mean?
My team is throwing the game.
Oh my god.
Even Windsor is laughing.
Oh Christ.
My team is throwing.
Phoenix Mix. Black Phoenix 6. Oh man.
Couldn't believe that they became the champ. Wait, did they? No. They haven't.
No, not
I
yet.
think they got bitten twice. Bitten twice by Demon Eyes. But their performance are so great though that they can just straight up destroy DE in the first game.
Yeah, that was some pretty power play right there. And even now, I mean, they're sitting on a disadvantage, like 10k gold lead and 12k experience lead on the Hellborn side. But I mean, even then, they're holding out pretty damn well. That's not you know, like a huge lead 45 minutes in.
Whoa, Uki is going for a barb armor. Mainly because Pang Pang is trying to go for more auto attacks and tear into Ugi rather than relying on the rush damage.
Yeah. But I mean, the
330 damage for Adrenaline. That's huge.
Jesus, yeah, Wingbolt on top of the Genjuro, and look at that attack speed.
No, 415. With Andromeda's aura.
Yep.
Jesus. That's scary. Bloodhunter going for the Frostwolf. Wait, does Frostwolf proc on illusions?
On illusions? I don't think so.
Interesting. I wanna see.
Actually, it might.
Keep up.
We just gotta wait and see. Nah, it doesn't proc.
Oh, Dren might get caught out here. Not in time. Kanonpeng perhaps a little bit too slow. Might get altered out by him in the end. Right clicks should do it here. PK on a 5-second cooldown. It might just be enough for him to get away. Actually strike that bubbles with the additional damage, and the illusions as well will ensure his death.
Wait, when did Hellburn barracks got destroyed?
About 2 fights ago, like after they managed to defend. Remember, they just like went for a straight push on middle. Yeah.
Yeah, and also Frostwolf doesn't proc on Geobane illusions. I mean.
Oh, it doesn't, right?
Because I saw him farm with the illusions from Geobane, and it doesn't proc on crits.
Right. It doesn't work the same way the Mark of Brilliance does. Oh,
He was looking to jump.
Looking to jump, but does not get spotted out by the yeah, Bound Eye, of course, because it is a Veil Rod, but the
third Kongor.
pathing was a little bit weird there. And yeah, third Kongor. Wolves sent a scout out against DE, but they will not be fast enough.
Wait, what? Oh.
And Banana's going the way of Bubbles as well, so seems like he might.
I thought Pangpeng denied the token.
Oh.
Because I saw him drop the Thunderclaw, and I saw him wander around like where's the token? Where's the token? But yeah, he got a token.
Nearly a throw from both sides. Meanwhile, top lane, B catches out Vindicator, Shell Surf, and the Silence as well. One more right click will do it, and that is a kill on the Vindicator.
No buybacks on
No
Vindicator
buyback as well, so for another 76 seconds.
He's level 20.
Jesus.
That's gonna put a lot of seconds into his death.
Aggressive jump from Escape on the Behemoth, cuts the tongue tie so he can get the Voodoo Wards off straight up. And Adrenaline, this might be huge. One more right click will do it, and he is down for the count at least for 2 seconds, and he's back out with the token. Warbeast now in a huge amount of trouble here. Nullstone will save Oogie from the stun. There might not be enough tactical pause coming out from Hellborn.
Bug? Oh, direct pathing. I'm not sure about what bug he's meaning. Are you stuck with the song as well?
Yup. I'm having a little bit of fun with it by dragging to and fro, yeah.
We're gonna break it down.
Oogie going on the Blood Hunter, but Andro will swap him out. Andro might be the next target here. Oogie is pretty damn low, but will be healing up most of that damage. One more rush out to do it, and he will fall. Witchlayer perhaps trying to go for Adrenaline here, but will not get the PK off in time. Just about misses it.
And Shirawan managed to pick off Polywalk.
And it's a full 5-man wipe here.
Well, but they need to push the creeps. Well, how did that happen?
Oh, Bloodhunter just went straight for the Rex, yeah.
No, I forgot that the Rex was at about 1 HP.
Yeah. Still took him about 3 right clicks, so. Adrenaline. Invis up here, but we'll go straight for the Rex. Does not try to catch out Vindicator. And instead they focus their gazes on that top lane. They want the melee Rexes. Which they are once again full commitment onto Bubbles here, but it will not be enough. bananas to be popped by him as well, and indeed he will do it just in time, right before Polly jumps onto him, and it will ensure that he gets the counter kill on the Polly as well. So another 2 men down for the Legion side. Things are looking pretty bad here. Solo Oogie unable to do anything. Yeah.
Go for the Rex. I mean, Oogie is just standing right there. I'm burning you with my spells.
He just really doesn't care. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going for the Rex. Screw you. And both Blunter and Adrenaline is saving up gold, 5,000 gold. I mean, they can afford buyback and more luxury items. And Blunter could go for a wing bow now, and he could push, can just do a lot of damage.
Right. Yeah. He'd just be unkillable.
And his damage right now even exceeds Pangpang's.
Does it? Oh damn.
Wait, no. He only exceeds it when he's with Andromeda.
Oh yeah, of course, Andro.
Yeah, I forgot about Andro. I was like, wait, what? Is that possible?
Ulti does not connect on the War Beast before he gets the BKB off. Right clicks, but it will not matter. Too much damage coming out from Adrenaline's own right clicks. Gets the dash off after the swap. And Vindicator will fall as well. Things are looking pretty damn bad here. Hollywalk gets the wards off, gets the kill onto Bubbles. And Beheat to fall as well. So 2 men down. And now, is that Bloodhunter? Yeah, Bloodhunter caught in between all of that. And he will die too. So it's a man wipe for a single War Beast. A pretty decent trade, and they do preserve the Rex. But for how long? At this point in time, like, the death ball is just rolling and rolling and rolling, and DE is just getting stronger and stronger.
Do you see how Godkeze was so desperate? Like he was the one trying to like hit the Rex, and he can just walk up to the Rex and then just W once, rage once, and then try to hit Rex, but it doesn't do it. And Pangpang just took the time bought by his teammates and took out the rage middle Rex. And Refresher, Restoration Stone by Vindicator. It's gonna take ages for Pangpang to build up his staff. Or even master Legacy.
Yeah, definitely here.
Because he lose all his buybacks already. Whoa, Shidowon actually bought the Master's Legacy and gave it to Andromeda.
Oh, so she does have that additional effect. I mean, at this point in time, Shidowon is like filthy rich, so I don't think he really cares anymore.
Yeah. Wait, Blunter goes for Harken Fate.
Oh, yep, there we go. That's that transitional carry Bloodhunter that we were talking about.
I think he's so tired of both Polywalk and Wishslayer.
Yeah, with their Void Talismans.
So it's kind of smart of him. He dropped his Harkness Blade before spawning illusions to go farm middle.
Right, that is a pretty damn smart play coming out from him. So they won't know that he still that he already has a Harkness Blade on him.
But mixes are good enough, they could expect some items.
Oh, instant swap out coming from Andromeda here. Voodoo Watch dropped out already. Bubbles getting completely controlled up. No Kelp Field to be found. Witchslayer tries to get the TP, but it will not be in time. Bloodhunter now running away from Oogie, and he will be able to escape. Meanwhile, Escape himself gets picked off after a long time. And on the look now, but Pangpang goes for another kill on the backlines.
Pangpang's going for the Rex.
Going straight for the Rex here. He doesn't care at all. Going for the range Rex somehow, but strangely he's not going for melee, but I mean he should be able to get it as well, and there we go. Oogie with the Bob Armor nearly kills off Adrenaline, but it was not enough.
Wait, how much health he has?
Who? You mean Adrenaline?
I mean, yeah. I mean, compared to both him and Oogie,
Yeah,
it's a GG though.
It was practically on full health, yeah.
Cause I mean, he dashed through Barb Armor, so
yeah, it took out like most of his health. He nearly died, but he didn't.
Interesting. Still GG. So it's gonna be 1-1 for both sides.
Yeah. Now we'll just be waiting on a third game.
No, there's no third game.
Wait, there's no third game?
No.
Oh, I thought this was a best of 3 series. Okay, my bad. Apologies.
Just for points. So it's gonna be
right.
one and 1 point each. Because yesterday when D beat Mixes, they get 3 points, while
Right.
gets 0. But they're splitting point this game.
Right, so that will be it from us today. The this round closes out with DE and MX tying out against each other 1-1 here. Lots and lots of pretty damn some great plays throughout both of the matches, and some unorthodox picks that turned out to be really relevant here. Blood Hunter managing to have quite a big impact, comboed out with the of course the the Andromeda Void Rip. It's pretty damn interesting, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting.
And if you look at their items, you'll notice
it
that
got a
like
lot of purpose.
2 of them had like Sand Scepters as well, so even more unorthodox stuff.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of useful as a Blood Hunter as well, that you can use your what's it called, Hemorrhage on multiple heroes, and it's gonna be useful. Like you can use it on Warbeast, he cannot chase people, and you can use it on Oogie, and yeah, he couldn't chase people because if you run away from Hellborn, from Legion, then they need to chase you, right? And they got the mechanism to chase you, but if you deny that with the Blood Hunter ult, then Legion is kind of screwed.
Yeah, pretty much. And that will be it from us today, folks. Please stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more.
Tomorrow.
Competitive games tomorrow, and so on. This has been a great round between both of these teams. We're your casters. I'm Pyro Muffin, and casting with me is James. Yeah.
Okay, Dovagex in game.
Dovagex in game.
We'll
Hit
see
him up
you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye bye.